Hey boys and girls, I just made a trip to my mailbox and I found the sweetest little gift waiting for me. One of my students made me an Easter card and it says Happy Easter, and he drew this sweet little Easter bunny, and on the inside he decorated an Easter egg just for me. It says Easter egg. So thank you, Henry. And Henry's sweet card made me think of a special book that I'd like to read to you today for snack time. It's called The Easter Egg. Now you see how Henry's bunny looks a lot like that sweet bunny? So I want to share this book with you today. And if you're in my classroom, you know it's one of my favorites because it has such pretty Easter pictures in it. And since tomorrow's Easter, okay, The Easter Egg by Jan Brett. Cheer up, spring is here. Time to start on my first ever Easter egg, Hoppy said. Each year, the bunny who decorated the winning egg got to help the Easter rabbit hide the eggs on Easter morning. So it's a special treat. Hoppy had been dreaming about being the bunny all year long. Now it was time to get started. Everywhere Hoppy looked, rabbits were working on dazzling eggs. I need an amazing idea, he thought. Hoppy spotted Flora Bunny planting spring flowers in her eggs. The Easter rabbit will love those colorful flowers, he thought, and started picking flowers for his egg. Here's a basket for your flowers, Hoppy, said Flora. See, Flora, she made a little crack in the top, put the flowers and the soil down in there. So you're making using it kind of like a flower pot. Chop, chop, scrape, scrape. Hoppy spied Buster Birch carving a magnificent wooden egg. I wish I had some wood for my egg, he wished out loud. Here you go, Hoppy, Buster Birch said, and he put a smooth round piece of wood in Hoppy's basket. Thank you, Buster, Hoppy said. Hoppy was hopping along when all the smell of sweetness led him out of the woods and straight to the chocolate egg that Aunt Sassafras was decorating with creamy frosting, squiggles, and bows. Hello, Hoppy, she said, and she put some chocolate squares in his basket. Hippity hop, Hoppy exclaimed, I'll make the Easter rabbit a chocolate egg so sweet it will make his whiskers tingle. Then Hoppy saw Granny Irene decorating one of her fabulous story eggs. First, she traced a design on the egg with a special tool. Then she dipped the egg in pots of yellow, green, orange, and red dye, adding to the design each time. Hoppy couldn't believe his eyes. I'll never make an egg that beautiful, he told Granny Irene. She smiled. Just try, she said, giving him one of her special tools. The Granny Irene, she must know some kindergarten teachers, because don't they tell you to just try, give it your best try. Well, that's what she told Hoppy. Hoppy was hopping by Hans Vander Rabbit's garden when he spotted an extraordinary egg. Hans was painting a portrait of the Easter rabbit so real that it looked alive. Fantastic, Hoppy exclaimed. Thank you, Hoppy, Hans said. Why don't you make a painting on your egg? He gave Hoppy pots of paint and a fine brush. See, here's the egg. As Hoppy bounced along, a loud boing nearly knocked him off his feet. He was whirling and twirling a mechanical egg. Whoa, Hoppy said, that's an unusual egg. Would you like to make one, Roberto asked. Hoppy tried hard, but the harder he tried, the more parts and pieces piled up around him. Thank you, Roberto, he sighed, but I think I had better just make an egg that is just right for me. Hoppy hopped back to the woods and lay down under a tall tree to think. Making a beautiful egg is harder than I imagined, he thought. I guess I don't have to win. I just want to make an egg that I am proud of. He is such a smart bunny. He's using his big kid brain. Suddenly the woods rang with a squawking of a bird sounding an alarm. Mother Robin swooped down, calling wildly as if she couldn't decide where to go. An egg had tumbled out of Mother Robin's nest. Inside the perfect blue egg was a baby robin that needed its mother to keep it warm and until it hatched. Hoppy knew what he had to do. He sat carefully and covered the blue egg with his soft, warm fur. I'll take care of you the best I can, he whispered. Relieved, Mother Robin chirped and settled down on her other 2 eggs. Hoppy never left the robin's egg. If it was sunny and warm, he carefully turned the egg in its nest of moss. If it was rainy and cold, he kept the egg covered and dry. At night, wild animals passed by. Hoppy crouched down and stayed hidden in the ferns. Often he heard strange noises coming from above, but Hoppy didn't run away. He was brave, so brave. Every day the rabbit worked on their eggs. Tadpoles turned into frogs, buds swelled into leaves, and Easter came closer and closer. Finally, it was time for the rabbits to take their eggs to the glen. They had forgotten all about Hoppy, who was quietly sitting on the blue egg under the tall tree in the woods. Early the next morning, the rabbits waited for the Easter rabbit. Suddenly, a beautiful wagon rolled toward them out of the mist and stopped. The Easter bunny stepped down from the wagon and admired the decorated eggs one by one. You have brought me the most beautiful eggs in the world, but a very special one is not here, he told them. The rabbits were puzzled. Whose egg could it be? Fill my wagon with your wonderful eggs, he said. When I return, I'll show it to you. And he disappeared into the woods. See, there he hops. He came back with Hoppy looking scruffy and bedraggled. Hoppy has an amazing egg to be proud of, the Easter bunny told them. He has kept Mother Hen's egg warm and safe until her baby bird hatched and she could take care of it. The Easter rabbit placed the empty blue shell in the place of honor atop the wagon. Now they were ready to go. The rabbits cheered for the egg that had surprised them all. It's our best Easter ever, Hoppy, they cheered and shouted. Then the brave little bunny and the Easter rabbit rode off together to hide the eggs for the girls and boys to find on Easter morning. The end. Boys and girls, I hope you always choose to do what is true and good and right. Just like Hoppy did in this book. Enjoy your Easter, and I hope you find lots of good eggs and love your family. I'll see you later. Bye.